Hello Taurus, thank you very much for tuning in to your general read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the They Lima Tarot by Renata Lechner. For the supportive oracle cards, the magical spell cards by Lucy Cavendish. Already shuffled, let's see what we got. My nose is already starting, woo! Good times. Alright, there's not a lot of cards on your side, I'm noticing. It's more about the situation you're dealing with is what I'm seeing. Now, when I'm coming into the situation, you've got the Queen of Swords leading the way. So I feel like, again, this is a situation you're dealing with. It's not something you're participating in to start with, or even if you're participating in it, it's not something that you're really having decision power is what I'm getting, or something along those lines. Because the Queen of Swords is bringing the situation in. She has ideas about what she wants to happen. She has this and that going on. Now, when I'm saying she, don't get caught up in the gender. This could be any gender. But this person knows what they want. They're communicating it. They got ideas about what they think should happen. And it goes into the Hierophant. This person is like doing what needs to be done to make things happen. There's the gift and the reward, or a lot of times there's the gift and the discipline that goes in with this card. I don't see it on this card, oddly enough. What I'm actually getting is like they're trying to unlock the situation, and they're doing things the way they feel should be done. They're keeping things in line, but it seems like they have an idea about what already should happen, and they're pushing it in. They're making it come into life. Now, people around the Queen of Swords, whoever that is, and it could be, that person could be any gender, people around that person are communicating, actively putting in their 2 cents, helping evolve the situation to the next level. And there's more coming from it. It's just like she comes in with her ideas, she, he, they, you know what I mean, whatever gender, come in with their ideas. They start doing things by the book or start presenting things, this is how it should go. Other people are putting in their own influence. There's a lot of talking going on here. In the beginning, there's not a lot of action. There's a lot of talking, though. And I'm getting like, it just keeps pushing him back and forth until it finally bursts forward with something. And this, again, before you have any type of decision-making power, like, the situation moves forward, the Two of Cups happens, but I feel like somebody finally says, you know what, instead of talking about it, let's make it happen, let's do that, let's do this. I kind of feel it's the Queen of Swords energy, whatever gender that may be, whoever that person may be. I feel like it's that person saying, you know what, let's do it. They get the courage together. They push it forward. Two of Cups happens. It's a wonderful situation. They're very happy with it. People around the situation, and they feel that's including you, feel like this is a good thing to start off with. This is a good start. It looks good. Now, as it's coming in, I'm getting your support in the beginning. You got the Seven of Wands. You seem to be not only supporting, but keeping things in line. You're trying to keep things in focus. You know, don't color outside of the lines type feel. This color goes there. This is how you do that. Like, you're keeping everybody in focus, and this is how I'm doing my part, and you need to stay where you need to stay, and you need to do that. I need to do this. I'm getting your very supportive effort, but you're holding the line. You're keeping it on point. The environment has the Nine of Wands. I'm getting that this part doesn't seem to last very long, because I feel like that's how you start into the situation, but I feel like it's then going to evolve again. Because I'm getting, as it keeps going forward, whatever the Queen of Swords, and whatever gender that person might be, whatever they thought of to begin with, it didn't match what actually happened, and I feel like there's continuing to evolve it back to what they originally wanted. And I'm getting the Two of Wands is like the decision part, where how to do that, and people around that situation deciding if they want to be a part of that. Now, this seems to be a problem, because again, with the Queen of Swords, whoever that person is, what they originally wanted, what actually happened to get it to actually start, I don't feel like that was on the same. I don't feel like that was the same thing. But the queen is like, that's okay. I can push it back. I can evolve this as I go to bring it back to what I wanted, to what I originally wanted. And they're doing that. The thing is, the way this started, that's the line you're holding it to. You're trying to keep it to the way it started, and you're trying to make sure like it keeps going that way because everybody seems to like it that way. Now, I'm getting this. That's when the Two of Wands comes in, the situation is trying to evolve again. She's trying. They. The Queen of Swords, whoever that is trying to push it more in the direction of their original intent. That becomes a problem. That comes into the Five of Wands. Because people are fighting against this. I don't feel like you like this either. I'm seeing the passion as on your side. You're trying to fight to keep it where it is because you feel like that's the best way to do it. The Queen of Swords, which can be any gender, is fighting against that, saying that that's not what she originally wanted, but she was okay with it starting that way, but now we need to change it. Now, there's a lot of diplomacy going on here. There's a lot of back and forth. The Queen is not willing to back down. The Queen is not willing to back down. She knows what she wants, and she keeps going for it. I'm getting negotiations happen. This seems to evolve to the next level. And fertility comes from this, so it does change and it evolves, but I feel like the influence you might be having on this is the rate of change. How fast it happens. I feel like you might be pushing against, like, I don't think we should change this, but, if we make slow changes, we can see if that would work or not. It's a lot of discord. And I feel like you holding to your guns in the sense of, like, well, if we need to change it, let's just move slowly to make sure that this is the right way to do it for everybody, make sure everybody stays happy. I feel like your part in this is to keep things moving forward, but keep change going at a slow rate so that way the situation does change and still flourish and not just change too fast and kind of gets dropped and falls flat. So I feel like the slow change is actually your strength here, and I feel like your influence on this situation is necessary to make the success come, for the fertility to happen, to let this happen slowly, but also let the change happen, but just slowly. I feel like you can get on board with that. I don't feel like you're going to originally want to, but I feel like that's something you can get on board with, and I feel like that's going to work. That's going to work for this situation. Are we there? All right, I think we got to the point we needed to make. I feel like this kind of worked out for you in the long run. Your influence on this situation, I do feel, is important. For the success of it in the long run, I feel like your influence is very important. Okay, I'm going to wrap this up here. I hope that helps. If you'd like a direct reading from me, go ahead and shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.